Yo, what is up, guys? We're back again with some more Pokemon Violet. I believe this is part 59? I think it's part 59 anyway. Yeah, so we're still right where we left off. We're gonna take some more classes and let's see what happens. Good morning, Ms. DK. What class would you like to take? History. Would you like history with Miss Ryford? Sure. So she told us about the story about the king who lost his entire kingdom to these founded Pokemon. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now a part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. I trust that you all remember the lesson before the midterm exam concerning the Great Crater of Paldea and its interior area 0. This mysterious crater captured the imagination of many, including the former Paldea Emperor. 200 years ago, a group of explorers claimed to have finally reached these depths. That name of the team that achieved this great feat was the Area 0 expedition. The team is said to have been made up of Paldea's best and brightest. Skilled battlers, brilliant researchers, and talented individuals of all kinds. Among the list of the team members was the name of a man who was an author of a brilliant natural historian, Heath. After returning from the expedition to Area 0, he used his literary talent to record the events of the expedition and publish them. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, young DK. Let's see if you were paying attention. What was the name of the team that first made it to the deepest reaches of the Great Crater? Correct. To pick on and remember the term, I simply slipped into the flow of the lecture. You really are quite the clever one. The correct name of this team was the Area 0 expedition. The record of their activities written by the expedition member Heath can be found in bookstores and the likes of even today. This record is now known as the Violet Book. At the time, the entire region of Paldea was absolutely buzzing about Area 0. The Violet Book was so popular that practically everyone had a copy. However, the book itself was full of fantastical descriptions and illustrations of things that could never be taught as real. The masses began to call Heath a liar. Even the truth of the expedition making it to the bottom of the crater was called into question. The Violet Book was condemned to the shelves of used bookstores as just another book of the wild, paranormal stories. There's a copy of one of the bookshelves on the ground floor of the entrance hall. Feel free to have it read if you are interested. Oh, there's a time already. I must have gone swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time. Sorry, I was drinking water. Alright, we're gonna do languages with Salvatore. How did you all like the midterm exam? Well, all did really great. Maybe. We're halfway there, and now time for another lesson. Etes vos prats? Are you ready? Sure. Tresbon respond. Great. Answer. Merci, my friends. I knew I could count on you, stars. Leading up to the midterm, we all learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, we'll be throwing a curveball for we begin listening comprehension. Vasi, go for it, my assistant. Pikachu. As you just heard, Pokemon can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but their words have meaning, just as ours do. Pokemon can use languages to share all kinds of information with each other, like the location of food or whether there may be predators nearby. The same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I'm sure you're all curious, so I'll join you today. That is, let's learn some Pokemon language. Jeten Pri, if you would be so kind, Pikachu. Piga. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Sorry, DK, that's not right. Pokemon language is hard, isn't it? When Pikachu says it's using its angry voice. That's right. I had my little Pikachu friend here pretend to be angry for us. That was angry? Don't you think he did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. The same Pokemon can even communicate its feelings in many different ways. The voices change depending on their mood and physical condition. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon. You might gain a deeper understanding of them. That having been said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Crap, I clicked A by accident. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you poke at a Pokemon too many times while watching them during picnic, they'll get mad at you like Pikachu just demonstrated. Okay. Well, adios, matane, a la prochaine. See you later, everyone. I don't know most of those words, and yet you're having me read them. Game Freak. Good morning, Mr. K. What classes would you like to take? Languages. Would you like language with Mr. Salvatore? Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. I won't. My dear friends, how are you all today? I hope you are doing marvelously well. It's time for another lesson of Salvatore's language lessons. Et vos prêts? Are you ready? Queer. I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Howie. Today, we will once again be focusing on listening. Vas y go for it, my assistant Pikachu. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Today, that is, we will be learning more about the languages used by Pokemon. Jet et Pri, if you would be so kind, Pikachu. Pika! I don't know what that means. That sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? Its voice seems a little lower pitched too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Surprise? Oh no. I hate you. DK, that's incorrect. Unless perhaps Pikachu was so surprised that it dropped a tasty berry. When Pikachu says it's expressing sadness, kind of makes you want to cry, doesn't it? Not really. How do you get this stuff? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Haha, funny joke, right? Don't you think it did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. Man, whatever. That was not even like a good cry anyway. And now, propose of nothing. Let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you could treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that, though a piece of cake for you all, I am sure. Of course, this goes for your classmates and others as well. Friends should support each other in times of sadness. I truly hope that you all can have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Our Pro Chain occurs next lesson, that is, will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for a climatic finale. Adios, matane. Okie dokie. Battle studies, okay. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy, yada yada. Yes, I know the drill. Another day, another round of battle study. Oh shoot, let's get right to it. You all gave everything you had on the midterm exam. Well done. We'll resume our regular classes today, so keep up that energy for the second half of the midterm, or the term. Have you all been using the R button to send out your Pokemon? Yes, I have. If you do, your Pokemon will run off in the direction you're facing. A super useful tactic that lets your Pokemon pick up faraway items for you, and that's not all. If there's a wild Pokemon near where you sent your Pokemon, they'll start battling each other. We call those battles auto battles. Just as the same implies, your Pokemon will act on its own during auto battles, meaning you won't have to give it any commands. And if your Pokemon wins, it'll get XP points just like it would in a regular battle. If you make good use of these battles, they can be a really efficient way to train your party. But you'll want to remember the Pokemon won't evolve or learn new moves right away if they level up from an auto battle. Also, if a Pokemon loses in an auto battle, it'll come back with just a small amount of HP left. Make sure to heal it up right away. Whoops, I just about did the whole class as a one-sided lecture. Does anyone have any questions so far? How do I stop an auto battle? There's no stopping auto battle. Once it starts, you'll have to wait and see how it plays out. You can call your Pokemon off before the battle starts, though, if you press the ZR button while your Pokemon is still on its way to the opponent. Even during auto battles, our Pokemon are out there battling for us, their trainers. Keep an eye on them as much as possible, and if it looks like they're going to lose, be sure to have them retreat. Also, this goes without saying, but Pokemon with low HP are already worn out. They probably won't enjoy auto battles as much, so don't work them too hard, okay? In conclusion, auto battles only work if a trainer and their Pokemon have a relationship of mutual trust. Be smart with how you use Pokemon battles, auto battles, so you don't lose the trust of your Pokemon. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we've run out of time, so as usual. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Call me little rascal. I don't know if I like that. This game has so many things to read. Okay. Another day, another round of the battle study. Osu, let's get right into it. I hope you gave auto battles a shot like we talked about last class. Making good use of auto battles will let you train up a bunch of different Pokemon. It also an efficient way to gather the Pokemon materials you need to make TMs and at the TM machine. Speaking of which, have you all been using the TM machines? I sure hope so, cause it's a pop quiz time. Great. To create TMs, you need Pokemon materials and one other thing. Anyone remember what that is? LP? Looks like you're already a TM machine pro, new kid. That's correct, and that's the correct answer. A league points, or LP for short. You can give LP and Pokemon materials to a TM machine to create TMs, but that's not all. You can also exchange Pokemon materials at a TM machine to get LP. I recently heard about some shady individuals getting LP illegally using a technique called hacking or something like that. I don't want anyone of you getting involved in a bad stuff like that. Got it? Anyway, you can also add TMs that you want to make to your watch list. This will let you keep an eye on the materials you need to gather. In conclusion, in order to make TMs, you need Pokemon materials, and if you want to get a hold hold of lot of materials, you'll have to battle all kinds of Pokemon. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do a hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're never gonna have that time. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. Okie dokie. Hello class, it is I, Hansel, or Hansel, yet again. I'm pleased to say that everyone did it very well on the midterm exam. As a reward for all of your hard work, we have a special guest visiting us today. Now then, Brassy, please come in. Greetings. I am Brassius. I am an artist, and I focus exclusively on grass-type Pokemon for my work. Brassius here mainly creates three-dimensional pieces, such as a statue and the like. One of his major works is the installation entitled Surrendering Sunflora, found in Artisan. Many of you who challenged the Artisan Gym are no doubt familiar with these sculptures. Yes, I do recognize some faces among you, your students. I hope you all understand how fortunate you are to be able to attend Haas's classes. Old Haas is the man who saved me when I had lost all hope and given up on myself. But he never gave up on me. I do not exaggerate when I say that he is my mentor in life. It is preciously thanks to Haas that I was able to establish my current art style. Ah, dear Brassy, I've nothing against reminiscing about old times, but today I hope you will guide this class in a way only you can. Of course. Let's see. Why don't we discuss what has mentioned, surrendering Sunflora? Can anyone here tell what my mood was when I crafted it? Detached expression. Happy mood, sad mood. Sad mood? Ugh. No, completely and utterly wrong. When I made the sculpture, I had surrendered all hope. I was prepared to give up everything. I had resolved to giving up my life as an artist if that piece did not receive proper recognition. Hence, the name Surrendering Sunflora. That's exactly it, Miss Haas. When I started out as an artist, I experienced many hardships. I even became deathly ill and fell into a slumber that drove me to desperation. I began worrying only about what would sell. I was concerned only with fame and fortune. But all of my pieces during this time had no depths. They were all shallow and trash. It was then that I met Haas. He helped me realize how petty I was being. I'll spare you the details. But in the end, I was able to leave all that behind. And that is also when I crafted the Sunflora. Remarkable, even I did not know the full story until now. It's kinda... this kind of thing is hard to tell someone, especially when they are so close to you. Now, I don't doubt that you adolescents will be often find your heads crowded with worries. My advice is to you is simple. Be honest with yourselves and do whatever your heart desires, so long as you don't cause trouble, that is. That is all for me. I must admit I am beginning to feel a bit embarrassed, so I bid you farewell, Has, and farewell to your pupils as well. Oh, Brassy, I can't believe it. Such a wonderful class, thank you. Thank you so much. Okie dokie. Well, he's crying his eyes out. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm back, and I was thinking about ending it, but I think we're gonna do one more class. So let's do this one last class, and then I'll end it. Okie dokie. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. First, allow me to apologize for losing my composure during our last class. I was so touched by Bassia's story that I simply couldn't contain my emotions. I'm sorry for making such a scene. I certainly got a very stern talking to from Miss Time after that class, yes. Anyway, let us shift gears and dive into the material for today's class. Now, have any of you heard of the 10 sites of Paldea? As the name would imply, they are 10 sites in Paldea that are considerably particularly beautiful. Among them, I would say that the Grand Olive Orchard is likely the most accessible. You can see fields after fields of olive trees from the hill on the way to Cortondo. 2 waterfalls are also counted among these 10 sites, Fury Falls and Caseroya Falls. Then there's a peak of Glaciaron Mountain, known as Paldea's highest peak. There's another cliff as Glaciaron's Mountain that's named after it, rather unique shape. So let me ask you, my students, what is the name of the 3 pronged cliff on Glaceron Mountain? No need to grasp the straws. A very good guess. I think something reaching would stretch out further through though the three-pronged cliff on Glacidon Mountains is in fact known as the Glacidon's grasp. Though its shape is far too stubby to be that of a human hand, I imagine someone thought it looked like a Pokemon hand grabbing something. There's also a mountain in the area 3 of the East Province where you can get a good look at Levincia. It's particularly gorgeous at night. In fact, the view is so brilliant it is known as the million vault skyline. I hear it is quite the hotspot for dates, and deservedly so for having such a romantic view. I imagine it's what do the kids say these days, a very fleek selfie spot. Of course, you may feel that not all 10 sites live up to their grandiose name. How often do we visit some tourist spots only to be disappointed? Not to say that you shouldn't visit them, only that you should keep your hopes in check. The important thing is to go yourself and see them with your own two eyes. And sometimes a disappointment experience can be worthwhile in its own way. Take a chance. Well, that's it for today's class. Thank you for your attention. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy it, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and see you guys all next time. Laters.